So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Throwing to start this game. He's taking a shot on his first play. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Offense in the hurry up here. They kick the running back in motion. After the sack, another pass on 2nd down. That one's caught along the left sideline. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Here's Derrick Henry getting it on the ground. And he'll pick up a little down to the 12-yard line. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
On 2nd and 9. This throw is caught. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
I'm sure Coach, the play caller, doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Henry finds the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Bisons drive 80-plus yards and take a 6-0 lead. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. No doubt about that one, Brock. They softened that defense up with that lengthy opening series, and then the front just couldn't stand up to the run as they reached the end zone.
Yeah, the numbers tell you, kind of just like baseball, you love home runs, you love explosive plays, but when you can play small ball and you can keep that defense gasping on the field, you can often run it right down their throats in the red zone.
Now after the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition can do. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And a good return here as he gets it out past the 35. The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Tight end going in motion here. Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
That's the kind of run play that feels like tug-of-war at field day. And you're just not moving the other side. Just a short run. Neither side feels particularly good about it, and we'll move to the next.
2nd down now, 7 to go.
Hey, Lion! Silver.
From the 39. Has him on the quick hitter. It looks like we can call it about 4 yards in the end. That was Denzel Ward who brought that play to an end.
Not met many receivers in my life that don't love the spotlight, but you got to earn your place there. The easy way to do it, catches just like that, going up into double coverage and making the play anyway.
Easy, Ralph.
Etienne on 3rd down. And he'll have it down to the 44-yard line. Give him 13 on that play. And that'll be good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
All right, let's go. Here we go, son.
On 1st and 10, here's Lawrence. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
I think we're starting to get a feel, aren't we, of why they like him so much in coverage. He reacts well to throws, is super adept at breaking up passes through contact, or like that one before they could ever reach the target.
Go, go. Silver.
Lawrence trying again on 2nd. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. Brian Thomas Jr., his intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long.
He's counting his lucky stars. That one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Hey.
From the gun, ETN gets it. And he's able to reach the 40 on that play. 4 yards, narrows the distance a bit, but still some yardage left here on 4th down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Here we go on 4th, Lawrence. He finds him beyond the marker. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. They hit for 16 yards on 4th down, and a drive we all thought had stalled out is going to carry on.
I love those moments of truth. We get to see exactly how they handle it when all the pressure that drives right on them. Turns out, handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing on.
Here's ETN on 1st down. And they beat him to the edge. That run stopped back at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Motioning the tight end now. Now we give left side to Bigsby. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing, man. This game of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Decent 24.
They won't snap it in time. That is going to be the end of the 1st quarter. Neither side separating much so far. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. We're back for the start of the 2nd quarter. Jaguars have the ball and a chance at 6.
Check smash. Check smash.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Manages just a yard on 1st down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
I feel so bad. I really do. And I don't mean this sarcastically, Kate. I feel bad for these guys in coverage. I don't know how you defend some of these players today, because they get that drag route, they get one step inside of you, and there's very little you can do other than make the tackle.
Might be trying to power this across, Brock. They've got 3 tight ends out there. It's 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Bigsby has the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars finish off their opening drive. Cam Little to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Jaguars start off well to tie things 7-7. On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
18 left, 18 left. Here we go, 19 Lions.
They'll come out throwing. Escapes the pocket. And he protects himself with a slide there after a decent gain.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Running back sent in motion. Here's 2nd and 2. That's complete, David Njoku. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. We're going to have a stoppage here as we see an injured player. It's David Njoku, who's worse for wear following the play.
Ready? 60 left, 60 left. They smash. 19, Pioneer. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Throwing from the gun here. Complete. It's Cooper. And he works this to the 38 before going down.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And with 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Ready? Safety ready, safety ready. Back ball leading. Left wing 19.
From the 38. Forced out to his right. And he wisely avoids contact, sliding down there, and that played good enough for a 1st. Pick up a 5 on that play, and it sets up a...
I love that play. I mean, that's quarterback 101. Nothing downfield, get what you can with your legs, but so much more importantly, protect yourself. Availability, one of the most important abilities for any quarterback.
Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half.
Ready.
Ball at the 33 for first down. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. Completed to his running back. He gets it forward for a gain of 3. Darnell Savage brings that to an end.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
We're at the 2-minute warning now from Everbank. It's the Bisons with a 2nd and 7. He's dropping back to throw. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Man in motion here. They'll throw on 3rd and long. He's on the move. And he slides down with enough to pick up that first. 8 yards on the gain, and the drive continues forward.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. Now looking to throw. On the move, headed right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
You hear so many programs all around the league talk about it's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. And right there, he understood it's all about the ball, and I'm not going to risk a turnover wisely, throwing it away.
Let's go now. 19 right.
Putting a receiver in motion. 2nd and 10 now. No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Back to throw. Complete beyond the marker. Touchdown, Houston! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even in early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
PAT is up and good from Hopkins. And the Bisons break that tie and now lead by 7. And after they reach the end zone, they'll kick it off and turn things over to the defense. Return coming from the 6. And this return gets to the 30 before he stopped. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
30 left. Hey, go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence getting out to his left. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Bisons are going to have it. And he's going to hang on to that football. That's his first career interception. He steps in front and picks it off. Looked like he missed the spot there, partner. Maybe because he threw it on the run?
Yeah, I think that's exactly the case, Kate. You know, you get set in the pocket. This game is fast anyway. Things are flying, but once you get on the run, it is a whole nother speed and really becomes advantage defense as they take it away.
Back to throw on 1st and 10. He'll get this to Henry. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line. The stop made that time by the rookie from Florida State.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. And it sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
Second and 1. Judy there to grab it. And he's out of bounds inside the red zone, just short of the 15. A 70-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10.
Here we go. 7 pockets.
Working inside the red zone. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
Still sticking with the passing game. He finds his running back. Nice work, complete. And he's short of the 1st after a mile gain.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Chased out to his right. The shot to the end zone is incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
So close to the end zone, but with time winding down, they're going to try for the field goal. High percentage look for him here from the left hash.
You know, you look at that 3rd down play, looking back, and it really turns into a 3-point play. It's why situational work is so critical. Coaches talk about it all the time. Sure, you love the field goal, but man, they would have loved a touchdown more.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's stopped on the return at the 27. One last play before the break.
Hey. Here we go, son.
Looks like they'll play it safe with a run to the outside. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Heward with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. The ball is teed up, and we're off in quarter number 3. His return starts at the 5. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And they'll start this drive. Position a little shy of the 40.
We don't always know what's said there at halftime, Kate, in the locker room. Some of the adjustments offensively and defensively, but I can assure you the special teams coach pulled his kick return team aside and said, listen, we have a chance here down double digits to spark this game. Let's go out and get a great return to set the offense up for success, and that's exactly what they did.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Lawrence working from the gun. Connection made. Travis Etienne. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
And they send a man in motion. On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Give him 9 on that play, and it's enough for the 1st.
You know, coach gets in that QB's headset, probably told his offense and his QB, listen, I don't want to see a 3rd down on this possession. Or something kind of like that. Whatever version he told him, it worked.
Let's see how they attack this 1st down, Brock, from the 43. Out of the gun, Lawrence. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't find Brian Thomas Jr. on that throw. And now it's 2nd down.
Lisa 24.
They've got a man in motion. Out of the gun, a give to Etienne. And the look outside yields no fruit. They make the stop near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
So close to a big loss of yards for those guys up front. 1 second sooner, and they got a tackle behind the line. But a stop to celebrate nonetheless.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. That's taken in by Etienne. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Complete out to the right. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that gives them 1st and goal.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend, do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
And he drives forward for a little, maybe to the 7. Give him just 1 yard, I think, on the run. Still some work to do here on 2nd and goal.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Lawrence throwing here. Buys time, rolling right. And this is caught. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars cut into the lead coming out of halftime. Little tax on the extra point. And the Jaguars cut it to a field goal game. Always set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. Here's a return from the 7. And this drive will start inside the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They kick the running back in motion. To throw here on 1st down. He puts some juice on a deep throw down the middle.
That was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
Man in motion here. Back to the air on 2nd down. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
As much as we talk about offenses wanting to stay ahead of the chains, they want to stay on script. Well, the defense, they want to rip that script up. And a sack like that, creating 3rd and extra longs, is exactly how you get it done.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Stays in the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. No return on that punt. And it'll be Jaguars football. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Hey, go.
Man in motion out of the slot. Here's Etienne to begin the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here we go.
Here's 2nd and 11. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah. And the Bisons will take over as he records his 1st interception of our season.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out and throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead. There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Throwing now from the gun. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Well, he needed another second to deliver the throw he wanted to. You got to give a lot of credit that time, Kate, to the pass rush for getting in and forcing him to dish it before he was ready.
Running back sent in motion. Third down from the gun. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars will take over as he records his first interception of our season. Well, no doubt there was some doom and gloom on the sideline following their interception, right? But a little bit of new life now as their defense picks him up, gets it right back for him.
Hey, I am all for a nice little game of one-upmanship between these two defenses. You picked our guy off, fine. We'll answer right away. See how you follow that up.
It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, that's a good run right there to keep the offense on schedule. If he can average that type of yards per carry, this guy's going to be more than all right with letting him lead the show.
This one intended for the running back. And now it's 3rd down.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. Got a man, it's Thomas. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Offense liked how that play went. They choose to decline the penalty. So the drive continues after that pass interference call. We've got 1st and 10. They'll run here following the penalty. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
If there's ever a play we could call garden variety in the NFL, I think we just saw it right there. That's an uneventful run and a pretty sound stop there defensively.
Hey, run!
2nd and 8. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
He has the first over the middle. And they're going to take this in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars take a lead just before the end of the 3rd. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period, end of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
On now is Cook to kick this away. Has this at the 6. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. So we're through 3 here. They have the ball and could use an early score. They trail to start the 4th. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Trying to shake off the interception. He's looking to throw. And this one does not go far. Offense up to the line fast. Here we go, 2nd and 9. Escapes the pocket. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Working quickly here. First and 10, looking to throw. Escapes out to the left. Caught at the 20-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. And it sets up a Houston first.
Here we go, shot. Cut 19. Cut 19. Go street. Buffalo 18.
From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop him.
Kate, it's so common that we talk about quarterbacks flushing a negative play, but defenses have to do the same thing as well. When you give up a big play, you got to regroup, you got to calm yourself, and you got to know it's all about the next play. And delivering a sack like that certainly helps.
Trying again, following the sack. Finds him over the middle. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. He'll throw it. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the defense comes through. Fourth down, that much tougher.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Fourth and forever coming up. He's back to throw. Pushes it toward the sideline, and he has it. Feet are inbounds. What a play to beat the defense on fourth down. It's 23 yards and a first.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
They'll run here with Henry. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
Hey, I get it on first and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
They're lining up on the doorstep, second and goal from inside the 1. And that finds him in the end zone for the Houston touchdown. The Bisons take a fourth quarter lead. You can't blame him for biting on that play action, Brock. Down at the 1-yard line, you're expecting it to be a run, which made that pass play the perfect call.
Show those defenders what they want to see, what they're expecting to see, so when they give them that good old run fake and pull it back, well, it is touchdown offense.
That one right down the middle. And the Bisons push their lead to 3. Following the touchdown, they'll kick it back and see what the opposition has in store. Washington now to return. And this will give them decent field position. The return gets out to the 30.
Hey, Kate, the best kick returners I was ever around, really at any level, they want this opportunity. They want their chance to help their team. They know they're down, but they also know that return, especially a good one like this, can set the offense up for success.
They'll give this up the middle to ETN. And that carry only nets 1 on the plunge up the gut. It's the 2-minute warning here in Jacksonville. Jaguars trail by a field goal. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9.
All right, let's go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They could revisit that play in the future.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Go, go, go.
Throwing now. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice game. Not on the same page with his tight end. So that brings up 4th and long.
Well, that's a major missed opportunity for the offense and a sigh of relief for the defense. Now you got to adjust a little bit, get some extra help on the back end of your defense to take those shots away.
Offense still staying out after the incompletion. They're going to try on 4th.
11. 30 left. Here we go, son.
Looking to throw it. That's cut beyond the marker. And he goes out close to that 45-yard line. They stun the defense with a gain of 14 on 4th down and pick up the first.
Oh, so close to getting off the field. But the 4th down conversion keeps that defense out there. That was their shot to end this possession, to sit on the bench, to get their breath. But now they're going to have to buckle down and force another 4th down.
Hey.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Silver.
Setting up to pass. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken down directly on that 43-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Jaguar 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
He's still going at the 30. Racing down the left side. He makes it in for the Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars jump in front late. Travis Etienne, the touchdown. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now. On now is Cook to kick this away. Returning it from the 4. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Bisons have taken the lead late. Amari Cooper, the touchdown. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
They put a touchdown on the board, and now they'll send it away. Washington now to return. Oh, he's showing some burst on this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
Trailing by 1 score late here, Cade. Maybe this is the return. Maybe this is what helps them get right back into it. Good field position now to start their most important series yet of this game.
The Jaguars in a good starting spot for this drive. Coming up, 1st and 10. Here he is to throw. And will he? No, he's not going to escape. They take him down on a pivotal play late in this ball game.
That's an incredible sack, Kate, from them. It does more than just back them up a mile on 2nd down. There's an immediate sense of desperation that comes from an offense. You can just feel it as a quarterback in the huddle. When you take a sack like that, now they got to dig themselves out of this hole.
And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Timeout taken by the offense, their 2nd. Still one more in their pocket to use. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Now to throw. Throw left side, complete. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Hey, run!
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. One of their biggest plays of the game, and it comes on a 4th down gamble. So they call a timeout. That is their final one, and with time left for maybe 2 plays, let's see what they do. Do they chance it, or do they just kick it now? Cam Little now in a high-pressure spot. And the whistles go off, so we got a timeout. 9 seconds left in the game. Cam Little now to try the Jags field goal. Definitely not an automatic here. This 41 yards away. Looking good, and it's through. And in the final moments, they force overtime.
Overtime rested on his leg, Kate, and he got the job done. And now, well, if things go a specific way in OT, the next time we see him line up, it could be for the game winner.
On now is Cook to kick this away. And no return, as this is going to be a touchback. And with our new kickoff rules starting this year, the ball only comes out to that 20-yard line. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. To throw. Forced out to his right. On the run right, throwing deep down the side. Big gain downfield. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. That's going to do it for regulation, so some bonus football in store for all those fans in the stands. We're headed for overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see 1 possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. And hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. Starting from the 5. This return makes it up to the 25. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Looking right, and he finds him. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Let's see what they want to do here, partner. It's 2nd and inches. Man in motion, headed right. This is Henry on 2nd. And he'll be brought down a step or 2 shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
That's certainly a spot where you could be more aggressive, Kate, if you want to take your shots. But some coaches, even the bolder ones, will take the safe play first when they get it from time to time. No 3rd down required now.
Throwing from the gun here. Caught by his back. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49.
Kid, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. He's on the move. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, and you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throw away.
They're going to throw it on third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. He was looking Amari Cooper's way there. And they're going to be stuck with a fourth and long.
I'll tell you this, Kate, they doubled him knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. That's doing your homework. A bit surprising QB still threw it in that direction with how well the defense had that one covered.
They're throwing it. That's incomplete on fourth down, and they'll turn over possession.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
Hey, Lion!
They'll toss it to Etienne. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Take right open. Hey, easy, route.
Lawrence working from the gun. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And it'll be 3rd and 5 coming up.
Heavy. Hey, let's go.
To throw. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, you can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. But you're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
Big moment here in overtime. 4th down, and the offense is out there.
Go! Here we go, sir.
Here he is to throw. He finds him beyond the marker. And they're going to haul him down a step before the 30, right at the 31. It's a 13-yard pickup, and no worry at all on their side from being able to reach that marker on 4th down. That was impressive. They've got 1st down from the 31.
Hey, Silver.
From the gun, it's a give to Bigsby. And he runs this one down to the 22-yard line.
Let's go, 52.
Offense hurrying to the line with the clock running. Putting a receiver in motion. Again, it's Bigsby. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound the defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
They're now set for 1st and 10. Now a give. It's Etienne headed left. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time. You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Red on red.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down.
Hey, check that. Here we go,
Out of the gun, Lawrence. The throw is caught. And he reaches the end zone. That is a game-winning touchdown. A second touchdown through the air for him, Brock, and independent of the game situation. We both know he's going to be happy to leave the